And hello, all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Moments of Madness. This is Lala Madness. You know how to reach me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at Lala Madness, and also on the dust spot at Lala Madness. You can reach me on Facebook at The Lala Madness. And in this is episode 14, I believe it is. And I'll be doing a recap on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a new show that is on OWN. And it only has 6 episodes this season, so we're going to be doing a review of episodes 1 through 3. And as of right now, episode 4 is out, but I'm going to wait and tie that into the last 3 episodes. So, it is from the executive producers of The Housewives of Atlanta, so of course you know where they're going with that. Of course, there's T, and more T. And they do make it clear that this is not the ATL, that they are the ALA, okay, for Alabama in Huntsville. Okay, so we'll actually start with a breakdown of the characters. So you have Marcel and Melody Holt, and they develop commercial real estate. They claim they're one of the top couples doing commercial real estate as well in the area. And he was actually born and raised in Huntsville, but Melody came to Huntsville in 2004 for college, and he proposed to her the day that she graduated, so she ended up staying, marrying him, and having children, of course. So 7 years ago, they ended up starting Holt and Holt Entrepreneurship, which builds homes or residential homes, basically. And they pretty much built it to $1 million company within 3 years, which is pretty good. So congrats, kudos, you guys. Woo woo. All right. They actually have 3 children, ages 6, 5, and 2. So basically, they are the typical little family, cute, whatnot. She's flashy, fly, and all that. You know, he cut up and built, got his little muscles going on. So they're a cute couple and whatnot, but So, in one of the incidents, she actually, in one of the scenes rather, she called him about 3 times back to back. She was pretty much livid when he didn't answer. Like, she had a whole situation and a half when he didn't answer that phone. Okay. And she said that he answers his phone when they're together, so he should answer the phone when he's not there or when she's not with him, which is understandable. I mean, I feel the same. Like, you answer that shit when I ain't there, you need to answer that shit. I mean, you answer it when you around me and take up my time. You need to answer that shit when I'm gone. That part. Okay. And he basically just shows up. Instead of returning her call, though, he shows up and he basically says that he was on business calls and explains to her pretty much this call, that call, blah, 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 blah. And he said that she don't always answer when he calls either. And she said that doesn't matter. So, that to me, I felt a little strange in the beginning, but wait, there's more. I found out exactly why she made that statement as we push through and drink this cup of tea together. Let's do that. So, and she basically said that she has a ring on it, so that means he better answer. That's her reason for needing to basically answer the phone, because she got a ring on it, which is a good reason. Okay. So it basically came down to it that she found out about a year ago that he cheated. Makes sense. Yeah, you know, some bitches is just already crazy. And some just act up because of some shit. That would be because of some shit. All right. So, he carried on a sexual relationship for about a year before she knew about it. And 3 months, he actually admitted this to his friends like a fucking fool. Like, she not gonna rewind the tape and see this shit. At the same time we saying that she watching that shit too. Okay. So, 3 months after she found out, he still continued to have sex with this woman and says that he still communicates with her, you know, like on an ever so often basis. Whatever that means. Communicates like it's in call or communicates as in meet up to still have sex. I don't know his level of what communicate means. So, you know, people have different stages of communication. Maybe that's okay. We don't know what his is, but they communicate. All right. So, she brings up actually while they're all at dinner, one of the couples ends up inviting everyone over for dinner, which I thought was nice. And, you know, so they could rebuild their little beast that they had going on, which I'll get into in a little bit. And during that time of the three couples at dinner, she decides, Melody rather, decides to bring up the fact that cheating is a deal breaker. And then he all of a sudden was uncomfortable. I mean, she went around asking the individual couples, like, what do you think is a deal breaker? What do you think is a deal breaker? Oh, well, for me, cheating is a deal breaker. Okay, well, apparently not if he already cheated and the deal ain't broke. Like, ain't nobody went down to the line to get no divorce. Ain't nobody went down to no courthouse and none of that to undo that shit. So, what part of the deal break? I don't know. I don't know what she meant by that because, like, it's very contradictory. But okay, yes. Now, and one of the scenes as well, he attended his uncle's funeral, his uncle's mother's funeral, and she basically showed up. They were meeting up, and she basically showed up by herself, and then he came shortly thereafter. But she stated that she did not attend it, and she said that she had something else to do. So I don't know whatever that means. In my opinion, clearly the marriage is to appear to be perfect, but clearly it's not. If he cheating for a whole year, an extra 3 months, and still communicating, and yeah, so oh, now this is a interesting thing here about Martell and Melody. So she said that it's a deal breaker if someone does disrespectful cheating. So she said respectful cheating is when the woman does not know, as in the Stepford wife scenario. So, some women believe that it's okay to be cheated on if you don't know about it, like that it's better or has a higher standard of a dude that just put it out there where it's like, oh yeah, I come home when I feel like it. I don't answer my phone when I feel like it. You get used to it, so don't get accustomed to me just being on your time. I'm gonna do me, boo, and I'm gonna come home and expect you to do me too. Some people are like that and they put it in your face, which she calls that disrespectful cheating. And respectful cheating is if you're a Stepford wife, you have no clue what's going on when he goes out of town on business trips. You think it's just that, or there's no phone ringing, no chicks calling, no he coming in at regular time. All that is like regular stuff. Like, you'll never see it. Okay, some men do a very good job, and some women too, of making sure that you don't see what's really going on because, you know, it gets pretty easy to do. Once you figure out your mate and their schedule and what they will ask about or not ask about, you kind of just go along there, or you make it like it's normal for you to have these every other weekend business trips and you go here or there because you're not worried about it, or she not worried about it because she's shopping somewhere with the black car, driving a Ferrari or whatever her car of choice is. So that's the Stepford wife scenario versus, which is the respectful cheating that she claimed was, I guess, okay to do. I don't know. Well, anyway. And then we have Maurice Scott and Kimberly, who they call Kimmy Grant. They've actually been engaged for about a year. They've been together for 7 years, and they're currently planning their wedding. So they have, which the other couples joke all the time, they have had the longest running engagement ever, well, relationship ever, and they're not married as of yet. So even though they've been together 7 years, she's older than him, he's younger, but hey, that's what works for them, work it out. And they're a really cute couple. They have a good vibe and everything to them. So yes. And she basically was a single parent to a son before she met Maurice, or got with him basically, because she's older, like I mentioned. And he does credit repair and she sells real estate. She sells real estate rather. So they pretty much work together. They kind of go hand in hand. When a lot of people want to buy a house, they need credit repair, vice versa. So they kind of can work with and off each other as far as the clientele base. So I guess they make a pretty good team. And they have a great relationship and they believe in having lots of sex to bond. That's what he said, Maurice. All right. Now we have Marsau, and that's Marsau for those that are wondering, and Letitia Scott. Now they've been together for 12 years. Marsau is the president of Schult Industries, which is SCHOLT Industries. And she is a stay-at-home wife who's trying to find herself, basically. And she wants to use the real estate license that she actually went study for, got, and is active to some point. And she wants to pretty much have a career with that in that field. It's pretty much the same field her husband is in. So she wants to utilize her license at this point. Now they did agree that she will be a stay-at-home mom until the last child that they have, is 5, and she wants out of the agreement pretty much a year early, and he's not having it. So their youngest child is 4 at this point, and he's not having the fact that she's trying to cut out on this deal early. He told her that she got the real estate license for fun until she finished with this 5-year obligation of the youngest child being out the house, going to school and whatnot, and he needs to. He feels like he's going to be the provider and she's going to be the stay-at-home mom. And if that's what they agree to, he like, you stuck with it. I don't want to hear it. Until then, holla at me in a year when time's up. Okay, so Melody pretty much puts together a networking event for Letitia to attend, which I found to be a nice gesture. She wanted to kind of help her out. She knows she wanted to get out the house and meet some contacts and things and start doing a real estate thing. So she kind of set her up with that and invited her out to a networking event that she was planning on attending. And they actually have a discussion about him not wanting her to attend, but he keeps the kids and ends up letting her go. She was like, it's a deal breaker because she wants to go, and that's something she wants to do. He ended up breaking down and letting her go and still supported her in doing that. But he does not feel like he should have to deal with the kids at all in any kind of aspect. He's kind of really old school on that, really. So, Marshawn lets Melody know that they are not going to be the power couple like the Holtz, which will be like Melody and Martell. And he says that she's doing the cooking. Oh, he says that she is to do the cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the kids. And he is to protect and provide and does not believe in 50-50 relationships, as in you pay half the bills, I pay half the bills. You wash the dishes so many days a week, I wash the dishes. We split the cleaning up duties and we split the children duties. A lot of people kind of work it out like that, and some people work it out like, no, I'm birthing these kids. You go ahead, go to work. I'm gonna cook your dinner, and I'm gonna wash them drawers and all of the above. Therefore, don't ask me to pitch in on the shit. Some people have that arrangement, and some people like that arrangement. It works. I mean, I definitely wouldn't complain about that. Dinner would be cooked on fucking time. House would be spick and span spotless, and I, yes, would expect to have a fucking black card or something. It ain't gotta be, I ain't gonna max it out, but like, what you mean? This is work here too. That's what you want me to do. I got you. Okay. Anyway. So once they went to the networking event, it actually turned out nice. She actually liked the vibes and got to see, what it's like to pretty much go back to work or in the field, in some sort of job atmosphere. So Marshawn let Melodies know. Basically he told her as well. Marshawn told his wife that her last name will basically be Holt before she is working before her time. If she's working before her time is up, like she will be along with the Holtz family, which they're a power couple, of course, with the little $1 million and within 3 years type of thing. So of course, yeah. And what he's saying is that hell no, that won't be you. Like it can be them, but your ass gonna be at home until them 5 years is up. Like he making it real cut and dry. Now, at first I thought he was chauvinistic. Like, okay, now if the woman want to go to work, let her work. But then what he's saying is that no, we made a deal. Like you should have told me 12 years ago that this is what you wanted to do and possibly get out early, or we wouldn't have made that deal 12 years ago that you would stay in the house until the last child was 5. Now, first of all, stop having kids. Like, be like, no, because every time, like my 5 years recycle, as soon as I'm almost out the door, I'm back in the saddle again for another 5 years. So I'm going to need you to keep it right tight, lock it up, go get some, your tubes tied, whatever you feel like you need to do to kind of, if you don't want to have no more kids, because the baby 4 now, and if your ass get pregnant again, that's going to lock you in for another 5, because I doubt you heading to the clinic. I'm just saying, lock in another 5. Won't be doing none of that real estate that you talking about for another 5 years. You just going to keep retaking tests and keep reactivating your license every year to make sure that thing is valid for when you do get to go back in the field. So I'm just a word of advice. Okay. Now that we've discussed the 3 couples, Marcel and Melody, Maurice and Kimmy, and Marshawn and Letitia, then we'll go ahead and actually talk about the group T or facts, which is all of them collectively and certain things that have gone on with them together that you can't really itemize into the separate couples thing. So bear with me and follow me because it gets interesting. This is some shit here, y'all. All right, Maurice and Marsal are basically brothers, with Marsal being the oldest. The two brothers that have the last name Scott, obviously. Okay, that wasn't an accident. They both are brothers. Go figure. Collectively, they started a comeback group, which is all three couples, which they felt they could create a footprint in the community. And they basically, their idea is to have um, people that come to Huntsville some live, are born and raised and whatnot, and then they go and move off, or they come there and they go to college, they get what they need, and then they go and leave and go move to another area and don't stay there to build the wealth or to spend their money there. They go elsewhere. So they're trying to pretty much bring everybody in and keep as many people in Huntsville as possible, and also make some money while they're doing it. I don't see why not. So, okay. And there's the comeback group. So and they all do different things. As far as some of the couples, like I mentioned, do commercial, some do real estate, some do this and that, some do credit repair. So all together, collectively, they make a badass team. So there's the comeback group. All right. So some of the couples said that they had a few meetings as being the comeback group, and that they all agreed to not buy a proposed 47-acre lot. So they all went and looked at a 47-acre lot. Well, one of them had brought it to their attention. They all went and checked it out. They all agreed, it's not much we're really going to or could do with it, or that they all just had meeting after meeting after meeting and nothing really happened. So that kind of ended there. They kind of agreed not to do anything with it or go further. Okay. So pretty much a month later, Martell and Melody went ahead and bought the land that they discussed purchasing together as the comeback group. The group felt slighted, and the Holtz felt that they did nothing wrong. Now that shit really tripped me out. Now how the hell you gonna go and discuss buying a 47-acre land with a group of people, which would be 6 people, and then it comes to find out y'all go, oh no, we not gonna do nothing with it, and then y'all gonna individually buy it? Well, I guess I can understand it from both ends of the spectrum. One group was like, well, shit, y'all decided not to go forward with it. We, as a separate entity, as a business, will go ahead and cop that, and we'll do something with it. And I guess that's kind of what happened. And then on the other end, you have that loyalty, like, well, if we weren't going to do it all together, why would you go behind our back and do that shit? That was kind of shady. So, like, depend on which end you want to look at it at. But they should have still had a discussion with the group to let just the same way they agreed not to do nothing collectively, they could have let them know as well. For real, y'all. The Holtz. Yes, nigga, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all could have let them people know that y'all was deciding to do something else, which is buy that shit while y'all was saying y'all wasn't going to. Right. I get how you trying to make that change, though. I get the point. You want to make the money. You want to still, y'all have a business as well. You're trying to keep that change coming, that change going, that change flowing. Money bags. I get it. But at the same damn time, you still have to have respect for your whole group and your friendship still and loyalty to these people as a group of friends that have been knowing each other for however many years. I'm just saying. Common sense. Let's not be shady amongst this group of friends. Okay? So, now, where were we? Oh, Marcel and Marsal was basically in business together at the time of the purchase of the 47-acre lot. So, I'm not sure if that's the reason that they're not working together any longer, because they no longer are doing business together. Okay. Now, they didn't say that that's what happened to and they did say that that's what happened to the comeback group. That basically, because of that one deal when they went and bought the 47 acres, the Holtz, then... well, Melody and Martell, which is the Holtz, went and bought the 47 acres behind everyone's back. They pretty much felt that's what happened to the comeback group, and that's why it kind of broke up at that point. And then they are no longer doing business together, those two, Martell and Marsal. So I don't know if that was the actual reason, but it seems like it. Melody and Martell called everyone together for another meeting to discuss building 2 homes on 2 lots on an acre of land. Now, it's definitely not that damn 47 acres that they already was discussing that the Holtz had went and bought behind their back, that they all discussed as a collective group they weren't going to go along with. But they still came up with something to be able to present to everyone to come back, for the comeback group, I guess, to all go in collectively and do something together to make up, I guess. This is another rendition of the 47 acres to try to see if things go smooth this time. Let's hope. Okay, so now, the group says that they have been hearing rumors now in regards to the cheating. So the group says that they've been hearing rumors around town about Marcel's cheating on Melody, and that they never heard any confirmations on whether or not he did it. But I think the table of discussion, as far as the respectful cheating, kind of told it all. I mean, she mentioned there's a way to cheat, like a respectful cheating and disrespectful cheating for her is a deal breaker. So you've been disrespectfully cheated on. So bitch, you still there. So stop, hush. Just, it's been a year. You're still there. He cheated disrespectfully. If that was a deal breaker, your ass would be gone. So apparently it's something that can be managed. You're managing it a year later. Okay. Yeah, that part. Now, and let's see, where were we? Oh, and Marcel calls Maurice immediately after Marcel admits to him that he cheated a year ago. He was messy for that. Yes, he was. And they agreed that it was easier if all three of them met up to discuss it. They met up, and Marcel says that the reason that she says respectful and disrespectful cheating is because people are coming back with more information after they agreed to work on it. So after the year where it's already been solidified, discussed, I've been outed, busted, whatever have you, then now everybody wants to, come back and bring her like, girl, this time last year your husband was cheating with old girl. So now all that is coming back. So she's like reliving it at this point. And that's a situation that could possibly happen. When a nigga cheated, you accept him back, and then one of the dudes was like, shit, my wife tell me that she cheated, nigga. I'ma ask her how many people know, and if she say the whole town, I'ma say we moving. One of the friends said that, one of the group of dudes, one of the three. And it definitely wasn't Martell ass. Okay. So what that tell you? Nigga, damn, like you could have did it better than that. And you still talk to the chick after that. And the whole fucking town knows. So you definitely did not respectfully cheat like your wife would have appreciated you to. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, they agreed that it was easier if they meet up. They did discuss the respectful and disrespectful cheating. And, being that she's reliving it is making it difficult for them to kind of rebuild things. And she kind of doesn't trust him at all at this point. Even though she kind of acted like or thought she was over it, that shit came back with a vengeance when them hoes start running their mouths. But that's what bitches do. I mean, your nigga had his dick stuck in another bitch mouth. You already know. Once you find out about it, at this point, when you hear it, you be like, yeah, I know about it. Okay, so, and we still together because that's what I'm choosing to do. And then you sit there with the stuck face and wait for them hoes to respond. They either can or they can't. But at the end of the day, you made your statement on it. You know about it. You're aware. So, bitch, you're not telling me nothing new. I'd rather take that stance than take a stance of I'm going to run home and cry about it every time I hear this shit that I know my husband did. We've had a discussion, nigga. I know it. So don't act shocked. Okay. Anyway. Now. I gotta tell about how the cheating was found out, child. Yeah, so now he says he got caught because she brought evidence to the table with her mom. So her mama and her came to the fucking dinner table with the fucking evidence, yo. What kind of meeting is that? Ain't that some fucked up shit for a nigga to relive? Like, what had happened was her and the mom showed up. And boom, they had all the tea. And I couldn't do nothing but sit at the table and listen to it, is what happened. Okay, so the chick called private while they were having this fucking discussion with the mama as she bringing the evidence. And Melody answered that shit because the bitch called private. So why your phone ringing in private and you gonna sit there and let it ring? No, bitch, let me see what's up. So she answered it and found out. She ended up meeting up with the chick for a table discussion to ask her was her and how long, all the juicy details that the bitch want to know when her husband being fucked. That part. What happened? How long it's been going on? Is y'all gonna keep doing it? Bitch, is this done? Or is y'all like in the midst still? Is y'all still sneaking around? This the shit you want to know. How deep was this shit? Okay. Because he claimed it just was something he doing. But the wife claimed he had a whole relationship. And bitch, you did if it was for a whole year and you was riding around town with this bitch. You wasn't just meeting up, getting your dick sucked or fucking somebody on a Friday night and coming home like it never happened. Your ass was out to dinner to where the whole town know. Y'all wasn't even doing it slick. Respectfully. All right, so. And the friend said, what the hell is the chick doing calling? So that's pretty much 100. Why the fuck is the bitch calling at the dinner table when you already called? Why does she have your phone number? That's some that is right. You right, Melody, bitch. That's some disrespectful cheating, cause bitch, that bitch better not call. I'm beating your whole ass with your phone while it's ringing, still probably. Cause you got me fucked up. Not at my dinner table, bitch. No, you won't. No, you won't. Play with it. A nigga to know it's happened. All right. Not about to, no. Not at my damn dinner table, you won't. No. Now, he said he wasn't, now he did say that she wasn't cooking and that they weren't having the sex as well. But he said that he should have communicated that with her, that he wasn't happy with some things that his wife wasn't doing. I don't know if this other chick was having sex and cooking a meal when he come through, or if they was eating and fucking. Like, I don't know. Maybe they was eating and fucking. That's why they was seen around town. You wasn't cooking, but he was buying another bitch something to eat. You didn't think to bring me home something to eat too, bitch? You didn't think to bring me and the kids home something to eat when you go out with this bitch eating because I ain't cooked? I don't know. That's a weird one. Okay. Now, he claims that he made a mistake and that people make mistakes. And how the hell do you make a mistake for over a fucking year, Martell? A mistake is like one time, like, oops, my bad, I fucked that chick last night. Like how dude did on Black Ink's Crew. Like, he was like, yeah, I fucked her. Okay. Yeah, that's a discussion. But you don't just motherfucking talk about you had a oops. That was a one time. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you have a whole oops for a year? A mistake? A mistake is something you do once and you don't do again and again and again. That becomes a habit. Like you was habitually fucking this bitch. Habitually. Because it was a habit. You did it over like several times. A long time. That's how your wife and the whole town found out about it. So it wasn't no goddamn mistake. Tell me that shit. Your dick fell in her pussy 59 times. Not a mistake, boo. Y'all was fucking. That was the side piece. And he called her a whole girlfriend. So she was the side piece that you can't marry because you got a wife and some kids at home. That part. That bitch right there. That's going to cook for you, still fuck you, and let you go home to your wife. Slobbed on and nutted on. Like the Monica Lewinsky dress. Except for you, Monica Lewinsky, because you got the nut on your pants. Going home to your wife with the lipstick on the neck like a goddamn fool. And your phone ringing like a damn idiot. Child bye. Okay, anyway. Letitia plans a bridal shower for Kimmy, and it actually was a beautiful bridal shower. She did a good job with the planning. Kimmy was doing it in her white romper. The bitch had on this little glistening white romper with the little shoes. She did that. She was cute. So it did turn out great. However, Melody didn't show up to Kimmy's bridal shower, claiming that her invite was rescinded, that she pretty much had went in and tried to RSVP, and the system was not showing that she was in the system to be RSVPing, that she didn't have an invitation. That's what she claims is the reason that she didn't show up. However, I think I got the real reason why the bitch didn't show up. Let me tell you why. So, she basically went to his mama's house, to her mother-in-law's, to have a discussion about her husband. Since that's her mother-in-law, nobody knows him better than his mama. Boop. So she spent the time while her RSVP didn't go through. Shade, bitch, you know that RSVP. You needed some time to yourself, and you needed to slide to his mama house while he probably thought your ass was at the bridal shower. You was at his mama house trying to get the tea. Okay. And boom. So now, when she gets to the mama house, now, she ended up asking the mother, like, how was she able to be a single parent, asking about her relationship and things of this nature when she was growing up being a single parent. You know, when her husband was coming up, the mother was a single parent, and he stated that his mother he had a stepfather for like 17 years or something. But the man he provided financially, but he didn't go to any games or nothing like that. It never really affected him, which is why he's pretty much hands-on now with his father. But she did go by, and the shit that the mama said, honey, Martell's mother advice was that never let nobody take your joy, and you got to keep on going and keep your head up, and you got to think about them children. What the fuck that mean, lady? What that mean? I got to think about the children. Was he thinking about the children? What the hell, dude, thinking about the church? So you don't want me to not break up the home because I'm feeling a certain type of way and I need to suck it up, keep my head up, keep pushing, deal with it because he gonna pay a bill? Well, bitch, we split that million because I make that too. So try again. That's some shit you have to do to live and survive, and you gotta suck it up because he make the money, you don't. That's some shit you tell a bitch that's in that situation. You don't tell a bitch that they got her own bread, and I'm gonna take half of your bread too that you think is yours because you cheated, bitch. I need that, some alimony, some child support. What are you talking about? That's how that shit is evenly split up after you fuck up. Okay, so that's why she said. That's why the mama saying suck it up, cause the house she living in right now probably paid for by the son. He had that shit built, and that bitch ain't worried about. So she don't need none of her son money to buy this bitch that's disgruntled and upset that she got cheated on for a year. She told her to suck it up, y'all, and did suck that shit up. Okay, so she also said that men will be men, and that they've been like that since for all their days. And that you either deal with it or let it go. That's what she told her. Men always been like that. Deal with it, let it go. Basically, another suck it up statement. Like, Melanie said that she should not sacrifice her happiness for a marriage if she's not happy. And the fuck if she cheated on, like, bitch. But she didn't want to tell the mother that he had actually cheated. She trying to stay strong and shit, and she want to act like she embarrassed. Bitch, people get cheated on every day. That's what happened to you. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, now as far as the mother saying some old suck it up, that was fucked up. But she coming from an old lady point of view. Like, back in the day, that's what you did. Your husband cheated. They knew that shit. He paid them bills, though. So they didn't say a damn thing. Now, that shit ain't about to fly as well as it was back in 1920, 1950, 60, none of that shit. Because bitches is independent now. So now you got to, you know what I'm saying, work a little bit harder. You can't just be telling a bitch, oh, but the other two dudes ain't cheating. They trying to ask Martell, what the hell wrong with you? So, I don't know. I have no idea why the mother would think that that's okay and tell that girl to suck it up. I guess she's trying to protect her son at the same time, but damn, come on now. You know, it's levels to this shit. I guess, you know, she felt like it was okay to tell that girl to suck it up that she been fucking cheated on by her damn son, and this what men's do. Well, bitch, is that what your fucking husband did? Which is why you had a fucking live-in boyfriend for 17 years that didn't marry your ass? Was you okay with him cheating because he was providing? I don't know. That nigga didn't attend no games and none of that because he probably couldn't be seen out with your son at a game while he got hoes down the street. Hello? He taking them other hoes other hoes kids out though. That part. Okay. Yeah. Let's get it together. You might as well, if he gonna be cheating, you might as well do it right, bitch. Do it all the way. And mama, don't tell me nothing about no fucking suck it up, bitch. You sucked it up in the 60s because you had to. And I ain't about to do it because I make the same $1 million that he do. So boom, pal. So try again. Try again. If your son and all, oh well. All right. Moving right along. Now, they basically met up for another meeting, all of them collectively, the three couples, for the comeback group. And Melody was actually addressed by Kimmy about not showing up to the bridal shower. And that is a must watch. Like, that shit, it would be a whole page of notes just on me saying what happened at that goddamn, because it went back and forth, back and forth. Them hoes off the chain. I gotta go check out Huntsville. Let me see what's down there because they off the chain down there. Because that shit was a must watch. That's all I gotta say. Okay? Must watch. Yeah. Martell and Melody basically didn't want to disclose how much profit they would make from the homes that they were going to do with the comeback crew. The 2 acre thing, well, the 1 acre, 2 lots thing, saying that's none of their business. None of everyone's business, basically, how much the profit was going to be. Bitch, it is my business. If we going in together on this lot and you want my money, my expertise, in some form of me putting into this, like, what you mean? Ain't I'm supposed to know, like, how much profit I'm going to be splitting with y'all 6 motherfuckers? Like, what are you talking about? I don't need to know. Yes, the fuck I do need to know. Okay, that was a dumbass statement, especially if you're talking to other business people that fucking know better. The hell? Anyway. So, Also, he does not want to check for the builders to see if they can get the homes built for a cheaper price than what Martell and Melody would charge. And they were talking about some $69 a square foot or something, and they feel like they can get it done for cheaper than that somewhere else if they check around, which you usually get 3 bids. That's normal from other people to find out where you can kind of come in at. And if you're being cheated by the niggas you actually working with, since they already went behind your back and bought a whole 47 acres that they said they wasn't going to do. Boom. Okay, so anyway, they eventually agree to shop around to see if Martell and Melody have the cheapest price. So they did all collectively agree on that after the shit hit the fan. And the girls actually meet up at the spa to get some massages. And child, and massage therapist must have got a whole fucking earful, honey. Because they was with the shit. The massage therapist was looking around like, oh, child. Yeah, she had a little moment where she was like, what the hell? I came to work on the right fucking day because, bitch, they got the tea in here. That's what that conversation was like. Yeah. So Letitia and Melody apologized for their behavior at the meeting because they kind of went back and forth. That must-see part I was talking about, it was off the chain. It was. So they apologized for their behavior towards each other. And they both pretty much called Melody bougie. And she asked Kimmy what makes a person bougie. And Kimmy told her ass to look in the mirror. What makes me bougie? Look in the mirror, bitch. And sipped her motherfucking wine, bitch, like a true G. Did. And Melody actually told them they need to check themselves. And Kimmy sipped her wine and told her, I don't gotta check shit. Check what? I don't gotta check a damn thing. Bitch, you bougie. That's what she told her. So, the lady said that it's not that she's bougie. She just is not the same person lately. Like, she's different. So they're trying to distinguish between her being bougie and her pretty much acting different lately as of 2017 or 18. Things kind of spiraled between them somehow. And they haven't been as close as they were. So she basically, in my opinion, she was cheated on and held that shit in. And it changed her ass drastically. She became a fucking scorned woman. After the bitch got cheated on for 1.5 years by the husband that did not do it respectfully, as she would say, the bitch changed. Okay? She was a little different. A little strange. Holding it in because the bitch was embarrassed and she really didn't want to talk to y'all about it to let y'all find out. Because, you know, all y'all husbands talk, all y'all talk. Y'all talk with the town. Because how the fuck the town done told y'all? Because y'all said y'all heard rumors. If y'all heard rumors, then that means I don't need to talk about it. Because y'all know already. You and the whole fucking town that know where my nigga been with his dick all over town. With this same bitch for a long time. So yeah, the bitch hurting. That's pretty much what's happening. She hurting, she depressed, she distraught, she all this shit. Because her husband cheated on her. So now that you know what's going on, yeah, in this aspect, you need to understand the bitch. That's why I'm acting the way I'm acting. That's why I probably been standoffish. And you know what I'm saying? My heart goes out toward to a certain point. But if you know you agree to stick it out with this nigga and stay with him for whatever reasons that may be, children, family, money, career, build too much together, don't want to separate, you love the nigga, whatever the hell. And it could be various things from that list. I'm just saying. Just go figure. The bitch is hurt. You agreed to stay with the nigga. And you know what that comes with. Just like the mama said. Men gonna be men. In other words, not all men, because there's some good ones out there. But your man, he might be a good man in other areas, but that nigga a hoe. So, do you want to see if he gonna be a hoe later on? Then you stick around and find out. If you don't want to find out, then you go ahead down to the courthouse and get a fucking divorce. Period. One of the two. You chose to stick it out, so chose to know it could 50-50 chance that shit could happen again. And it might be higher than 50 because the bitch did it already. Let's do a fucking 75-25 poll in this bitch. That's what's happening. It could happen. I'm sorry that it happened to you. And girl, you know what you got into when you agreed to work it out. So, you know people gonna come running their motherfucking mouth. You know your friends may or may not understand why you was acting a bitch for the last year or two. I mean, go figure. This is that. Okay, so I ain't gonna tell you like the mama said, what you suck it up. Niggas do shit. But you know now what you know, and so you're choosing, you know what I'm saying, or maybe stuck in that situation. So I get that, but bitch, you do gotta lace up them bootstraps and know that it's about to be, you about to be trucking through the goddamn mud because you know what's up. Niggas gonna talk. And you gonna be feeling crunchy in a bitch and wondering why that nigga ain't answering his phone like you is and all that shit. But why? Because he cheated already. So if you don't want to know what the fuck gonna happen after that, don't stick around to find out. And there you go. There is my recap on Huntsville. Who was that? Love and Marriage Huntsville, episodes 1 through 3. I will have episodes 4 through 6 after episode 6 drops. And you know where to find me at, basically, on YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud, and everywhere else. Instagram at Lala Madness. And also, I am still taking submissions to the radio station. Send in your MP3s to LMFierceReview at gmail.com for Lala's House of Madness. And thank you for once again for tuning in to another episode of Moments of Madness.